Greetings, royal family, and welcome to Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh's Daily Word. Now, here is where you can listen to the scheduled scriptural readings for each day of our solar year. Our solar calendar is very different from all other calendars used today. To get your current solar calendar with the daily scriptural readings and the weekly Shabbat readings, visit us on our website at www.yahweh144000.com. Now, Royal Family, you can have Yahweh's daily word delivered to you each day just by remembering to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Today's scripture reading will be read by King Eliakim Yisrael. And today's scripture reading is
John chapter 19. Then Pilate therefore took Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, and scourged him. And the soldiers platted a crown of thorns, and put it on his head. And they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Hebrews! And they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went forth again, and saith unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know that I find no fault in him. Then came Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, forth wearing the crown of thorns, and the purple robe. And Pilate saith unto them, Behold the man. When the chief priests therefore and the officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, Take ye him, and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. The Hebrews answered him, We have a law, and by our law he ought to die, because he made himself the Son of Yahweh. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, Whence art thou? But Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, gave him no answer. Then saith Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. Verse 12. And from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him. But the Hebrews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whomsoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave forth, and sat down in the judgment seat, in a place that is called the pavement, but in the Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour. And he saith unto the Hebrews, Behold your king. But they cried out, Away with him, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, We have no king but Caesar. Then delivered he him therefore unto them to be crucified. And they took Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, and led him away. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and two other with him, on either side one, and Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, in the midst. And Pilate wrote a title, and put it on the cross. And the writing was, Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, of Nazareth, the King of the Hebrews. This title then read by many of the Hebrews, for the place where Yudewave Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave was crucified was nigh to the city, and it was written in Hebrew, and Greek, and Latin. Then said the chief priest of the Hebrews to Pilate, Write not, the King of the Hebrews, but that he said, I am King of the Hebrews. Pilate answered, What I have written, I have written. Then the soldiers, when they had crucified Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, took his garments, and made 4 parts, to every soldier a part, and also his coat. Now the coat was without seam, woven from the top throughout. They said therefore among themselves, Let us not rend it, but cast lots for it, whose it shall be, that the scripture might be fulfilled which saith, They parted my raiment among them, and for my vesture did they cast lots. These things, therefore, the soldiers did. Verse 25. Now there stood by the cross of Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, his mother, and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Cleophas, and Mary Magdalene. When Yudewave Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave therefore saw his mother, and the disciple standing by, whom he loved, he saith unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Then saith he to the disciple, Behold thy mother. And from that hour that disciple took her unto his own home. After this, Yudewave Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst. Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Yudewave Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. Verse 31. The Hebrews, therefore, because it was the preparation, that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for that Sabbath day was an high day, besought Pilate that their legs might be broken, and that they might be taken away. Then came the soldiers, and brake the legs of the first, and of the other which was crucified with him. But when they came to Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, and saw that he was dead already, they brake not his legs. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water. Verse 35. And he that saw it bare record, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. For these things were done that the scripture should be fulfilled. A bone of him shall not be broken. And again, another scripture saith, They shall look on him whom they pierced. And after this, Joseph of Amaria, being a disciple of Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, but secretly, for fear of the Hebrews, besought Pilate that he might take away the body of Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, and Pilate gave him leave. He came therefore and took the body of Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave. And there came also Nicodemus, which at the first came to Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, by night, and brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 100 pound weight. Then took they the body of Yudewave, Beit Nun Sofit Yudewave, and wound it in linen clothes, with the spices, as the manner of the Hebrews is to bury. Now in the place where he was crucified there was a garden, and in the garden a new sepulchre, wherein was never man yet laid. Verse 42. There lay they Yudewave, Beit Nun Sophit Yudewave, therefore because of the Hebrews' preparation day. For the sepulchre was nigh at hand. Praise Yahweh, praise Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Beit Nun Sophit Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Royal family, have a glorious day in Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Shalom, royal family.